All right. Well, it's kind of incredible where this whole thing goes. Unbelievable, unbelievable. So anyway, in relation to getting into the bed, I remember the apartment the first night. Absolutely blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. Rolled up into ball. Well, anyway, I got in the bed and and I tried to get close to her, your mother, and couldn't do it. I mean, try to get close to somebody who's rolled up like a ball. I mean, that ain't gonna work. And it wasn't for sex, just to get close. Wasn't gonna happen. And let me tell you that. Then what I did was I tried with all my force, all my power, to get her legs down, just so she'd be straight, just so I can lay next to her. You know what? Let me tell you something. I could not get her legs down. And as you're aware, a person's legs are much stronger than the arms and all that. I couldn't get them down. With all my might, she fought. And by she fought, I don't mean we had a fight. It just her legs just straightened up, and that's how we slept. Unbelievable. The nightmare, 14 years started. Well, actually, it started like I said on the honeymoon. Now, on the honeymoon, I was convinced after that first night, when two sips of champagne, and all of a sudden she can't have sex, can't on our first night, and then from then on in, it's all I heard for 14 freaking years was that couples don't have sex, the majority don't, and I was so impatient. I was this and I was that. No, I'll tell you what I was freaking scared that the sexual problems she had were still there, and they sure as hell were, no question about it. Now, I'm going to be actually doing a video that, these are all YouTubes and they're going to go all over the net and all that. But I'm actually going to be doing a video that's going to be nonstop. I'm going to go over all this stuff, and it's just going to be nonstop. Okay. That's going to happen. I'm not in any hurry, but it is going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. Okay. And that'll be the video and all that Isaac, Christian, and Katya will listen to when they receive approximately, the funds from the child support. And then I will consider my financial responsibility over to each one of them as they receive that funds. Because, like I said before, there's no way in hell that I'm giving any money at all in any way, shape, or form to your mother at this time. She wanted this. Well, hey, you raise the children up. You pay for everything for them. That's what you want. You got it. Okay. I'm going to take care of them after they're 18, and that's going under the assumption that they are Bourbonos, not Busquets. Because if they're Busquets, they sold their inheritance, and I've already kind of talked about that. All right. Now, I would like if you do me one favor. It's not too much to ask. Did my children change their last names already? Is that what they've done? Is that what their mother has done? Sold out their inheritance, and I do mean sold it out, because it ain't going to happen. Now, the reason I ask, I've kind of mentioned it to you before, but I'll say it again, is because, see, if that's what happened, then I need, I'm planning on getting married, and I was planning on marrying somebody probably the age of 38 to about 46. Okay. But if my children have changed their last name and are now Busquets, that means I have no heirs. Well, that ain't gonna happen. So what it means is that I got to kind of fine tune who I'm marrying. And that means that the woman I married must be able to have children. So that means I'm going to be looking now for a woman that's probably somewhere between the age of 29 to 36 and does want children. Because then that child is going to receive the inheritance in the event that Katya, Isaac, and Christian are not Barbados. So that's why I really want to know if they changed their name, because if they changed their name, then I know which way to go. It'll be sad and all that kind of stuff, but you can change your name. They're still my blood. That can't change unless they're found some way of doing a transfusion. But the point is, from a wealth point and inheritance point of view, they sold their inheritance for a piece of crap. Okay, which is the Busquets name, which is a piece of shit. Okay. No integrity, no credibility, no character, no morals, no values, no nothing. Hypocrites in all respect. Period. End of story. I know it. You know it. And even Gongi and Ricky and your mother know that their parents are nothing but freaking hypocrites, Pharisees, seducers. That's a fact. That's a truth. End of story. Okay. Now whether Ricky and Ricardo is, I don't know. I don't know if they are, and I don't really care. I can't be honest with you. But anyway, so let's keep going. All right. All right. So that was my first experience, that first night, but that wasn't the end. Okay, this one's really this one really kicked you. But hey, listen, uh, ask Michael, because you know what? I'd be willing to bet that Michael went through the same stuff. For example, how'd you like to go to bed with your wife and you try to touch her and she's like this? She's crossed like this. Her legs are crossed. She's straight on the bed, and she's doing this. Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! And she's freezing. Absolutely freaking freezing. Now understand this. I haven't even gotten into bed. I start to get into bed, and she's already like this. This, I don't know how many times during our marriage. 100, 200. I can't even count the times. That's a fact. That's a truth. Now, you may be asking why I'm sharing this with you. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you need to understand what happened. You can see what happened to me happened to your father. Okay? So you want to throw stones? You better open up the Bousquet room. Alright? And the other reason I'm telling you this is because of the lie that's out there that has said that I have said that your grandfather did sexually molest your mother when she was a child or a preteen. I never said that. I'll tell you what I did say. What I did say was what every pastor, including Carmen Gill, Tom Dillingham, associate pastors at Grace with Bobby Andian's church. Um, oh, now I can't remember his name. But let me. Oh, the guy with at Victory that a lot Sullivan, Frank Sullivan. Your grandfather knows him. They all said the same thing. This is what I say. This I have said. When you look at my marriage in relation to the sexual part and the sexual problems that your mother has to this day and will continue to have until she deals with them, is that would unequivocally, I believe firmly that your mother was sexually molested as a child or a preteen. I've had psychologists say it, psychiatrists say it when they know the whole truth, kind of like what I shared with you. When I've shared with them my experience with your mother, they have said it. Now, the next thing they have said, which is the same thing that I have said concerning your grandfather, Papon, Dr. Busquets, is that when you look at the entire picture, the first thing is definitely a sure shot that your mother was sexually molested, which is sad, which is sad. But the next thing is even more important, and that is they have all said it, including Carmen Gill. When you put the whole picture together, everything points to the fact that it more than likely was your grandfather that did it. Wow. Incredible. 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 So, that I did say. Oh, I got my alarm going. Alright, got to turn that baby on. Okay. Alright. Now, so, that's what I said. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. Interesting. You put that together with everything else. It's just like, for example, okay, you wouldn't believe, well, you would believe, that's my point, the number of times that I was rejected as a husband from even a kiss, time and time and time again. Couldn't even kiss her. Totally no, no, no. And then those times when we would kiss, as soon as she became, passion, hot, ugh, get away, get away. Couldn't stand getting hot. I don't know, Ian. Have you kissed a girl? I would say you probably have. Does passion and all that? Have you had a girl